But I told you, a man was mauled by a bear, buried alive, lost his son, and still crawled over 200 miles just to survive. You'd think it's a myth, but this actually happened. And this is the story of a man who refused to die from the movie The Revenant. The film follows Hugh Glass, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, a frontiersman navigating one of the most brutal environments on Earth, a place where nature doesn't forgive, people don't trust, and survival comes at a cost. The beginning, a world that wants you dead. The movie wastes no time. We're thrown straight into chaos. A group of fur trappers suddenly ambushed by Native Americans, arrows raining down, gunshots echoing, men dropping one by one. It feels intense because it's meant to reflect reality. Back in the 1820s, this wasn't uncommon. Survival wasn't guaranteed, it was earned. A few managed to escape. Among them is Hugh Glass and his son Hawk. But even within his own group, Glass doesn't fully belong. Survival rule number 1. Nature doesn't care about you. As they move deeper into the wilderness, things only get worse. Freezing temperatures, limited food, tension rising, and then everything changes. Glass is suddenly attacked by a massive grizzly bear. No dramatic buildup, no heroic moment, just raw, terrifying reality. The bear mauls him, breaking bones, tearing flesh, leaving him barely alive. This scene became one of the most realistic survival sequences ever filmed, because it wasn't made to entertain you, it was made to disturb you. Betrayal, the real enemy. Now comes the part that hurts more than the bear. A man named Fitzgerald, played by Tom Hardy, is assigned to stay behind with Glass until he dies. But Fitzgerald doesn't believe in loyalty. He believes in survival, no matter the cost. When Glass's son Hawk tries to defend him, Fitzgerald kills him, right there, in front of Glass. And the worst part? Glass can't move, can't speak, can't do anything, except watch. That moment breaks something inside him. Fitzgerald then buries Glass alive and leaves him to die. Survival rule number 2. The mind gives up before the body. But Glass doesn't die. Somehow, he claws his way out of the grave, broken, bleeding, alone. This is where the real story begins. Because now, survival isn't just physical, it's mental. Glass drags himself across snow-covered land, eats whatever he can find, sleeps in places no human should survive. At one point, he even crawls inside a dead animal just to stay warm. And here's the craziest part. The real Hugh Glass survived a journey of nearly 200 miles in these conditions. No modern tools, no medicine, just pure willpower. Pain becomes purpose. At first, he's just trying to stay alive, but slowly, that changes. His pain turns into purpose. His survival turns into a mission. He wants revenge, not just for himself, but for his son. And now every step he takes is fueled by that fire. Survival. Rule number 3, adapt or die. Along the way, Glass meets a Pawnee man who helps him survive. This moment flips the narrative, because the real enemy was never a race or a tribe. It was ignorance, it was fear, it was human greed. Glass learns to move with nature, not against it, and that's the only reason he makes it this far. The final confrontation. After everything he's endured, Glass finally finds Fitzgerald, and their fight, it's not cinematic, it's brutal, messy, real, 2 broken men trying to finish what started. But here's where the story surprises you. Glass doesn't take revenge the way you expect, because by now, he understands something deeper. Revenge doesn't heal pain, it just passes it on. The real meaning of The Revenant. So what is The Revenant really about? It's about endurance beyond limits, the cost of revenge, the relationship between man and nature. But most importantly, it's about the will to survive. When everything is taken from you. Behind-the-scenes facts. Leonardo DiCaprio ate real raw bison liver for authenticity. The entire movie was shot using natural light. Filming conditions were so extreme that many crew members quit. This role finally won DiCaprio his first Oscar final lesson. At the end of the day, this isn't just a survival story. It's a reminder that the human body breaks, but the mind decides when it's over. If you enjoy stories where survival pushes human limits, subscribe now, because the next story might be even more unbelievable.